All right, Ron. Here we are tonight. Game against Port St. Lucie in South Fork.
Looking for another good night of baseball. Beautiful night.
Absolutely. Number 11, Jay Holland's going to lead it off here for Port St. Lucie.
Holland will be playing shortstop for Port St. Lucie tonight. First pitch.
Ball outside.
South Fork's pitching Grant Jones tonight, number 20. He's got 22 innings on the year.
There's a strike, 1-1.
24 Ks and 12 walks. He's got a 3.18 ERA for the season.
Ball in the dirt, 2-1.
Joe Holland comes into this game hitting .280. 27 plate appearances.
Fouled off, 2-2.
He's got 2 RBIs on the season and 1 double. Picking up the sign here. Delivers a fastball right by him.
Yep, out number 1.
1 down.
That's going to bring up number 6, second baseman Darren Lanning.
Now batting for the Jaguars, the second baseman, number 6, Darren Lanning.
I believe he's a senior this year, isn't he?
I believe so. He's hitting .381 on the season, 24 plate appearances.
Ooh, nice off-speed pitch. Got the strike call. A little delayed there by the ump. Pitcher's got a very slow delivery. I don't know if you noticed that. Maybe I didn't pay attention so much when he was doing the fastball, but on that off-speed pitch.
Another breaking ball down low.
1-1.
Lanning does have 2 RBIs on the season also. Again, hitting .381 coming into this game. 9 games played.
Swing and a miss. 1-2. Another night. Slight breeze, but nothing like we've seen in the past.
No, not at all.
The Jensen game the other night, Jensen Vero was no wind whatsoever, and it's just a slight breeze. A little bit more humid tonight than usual than what we've seen lately. Off speed.
65-mile-an-hour breaking ball. Fair ball.
Ooh, just got him at first.
Great play over there.
Just got him.
John Roberts charging in on that hard, throwing off his back foot over to first base with a great play.
St. Lucie batter, the third baseman, number 3, Kamani Wright.
It's funny. I know I say it every time, but I come here and it's kids I've coached before.
Oh, all the time.
Darren previously, and then Kamani.
Yep.
I guess at some point they'll all filter through, and then there'll be nobody that I've ever coached.
Yeah, eventually, I guess. Kamani comes into this game hitting .464, leading all batters for Port St. Lucie. He's got 31 plate appearances.
Off-speed pitch in there for a strike.
Nice pitch. He's establishing that off-speed pitch early. Kamani's got 3 RBI in the season, a double and a triple. Comes back with another breaking ball in there at 67 mile an hour.
1-1.
Fastball.
Fouled it off, 1-2.
That one came in at 79 mile an hour.
Top of the first, 2 outs. Port St. Lucie up to the plate. They did a veterans night, which I thought was really, really nice, honoring family members of players on both sides that have served in the armed forces. That was a very nice tribute.
Yeah, and there were several on the field representing a branch of the military, so it was nice to see. They don't get enough credit and thanks, and that's something I always try to do. Is if I run into somebody that I know has served, is thank them for their service.
I think that's something everybody should do.
Absolutely.
Off-speed
Good breaking ball, a little bit low right there at 65 mile per hour.
2-2.
Kamani's a senior this year, and
he is. Look at that back foot. It is close to that plate.
Yep, he is on that plate. Ball's outside, but he does his job hitting it to right field. That's going to be a line shot, though, right at the right fielder.
So at the end of the top of the first, we got a 0 for Port St. Lucie and South Fork coming up to bat. We'll be
Dominic Donatucci was the guy out there in right field making the play.
And we'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Mike Higgins. I'm a husband, a father, a man of faith, a Vero Beach native, and a realtor with Dale Sorensen Real Estate. I'm passionate about the area. I love taking walks at Riverside Park. I love playing baseball at the Little League field with my kids. I love what this town has to offer, and I love offering that to other families. I would love to help you buy or sell a home in Indian River County. My name is Mike Higgins. I work with Dale Sorensen Real Estate. My number is 772-532-8148.
All right, and we're back here for the bottom of the first inning. Port St. Lucie didn't score in the top, and here comes South Fork's opportunity.
Your South Fork Bulldogs in the bottom of the first inning. The first baseman, number 5, D.J. Johns.
Dwayne Johns is the batter for South Fork.
He's a senior hitting 300 this season, 48 plate appearances. He's got 8 RBI, 4 doubles, and a home run on the season. Ball came in at 74 mile an hour.
Just fouled down the left field line for strike 1. I think, didn't he hit the home run when we were here last time?
I think he did. These games keep going together for me now.
Yeah.
We're doing all these games.
As soon as you said home run, I was like, oh, yeah, I think we were here for that.
Yeah.
One of the first games we did with our other setup. Single camera. Now we're all high tech with dual camera.
You got Christian Harrington on the bump for Port St. Lucie tonight.
Dropped it in there. Didn't get
like
the
a
call.
Pretty good pitch right there. Breaking ball at 65 mile an hour.
Yeah, I'm not really sure where that missed.
Maybe just above the top of the zone. Good pitch though. Ball came in at 75 mile an hour.
Fouled off to the right side. 1-2.
Harrington's had 2 appearances on the season.
Baseball appreciates your support.
He's only pitched 1.1 inning in those 2 appearances.
Foul down the left field line. Still 1-2.
Just kind of fighting that pitch off, did Dwayne right there. Just got a text from a college player that was with us, Gabe Moore, and just hit a home run today.
That's awesome.
2-run walk-off, actually, just what it says.
Even better.
Yep.
1-2 count.
That pitch, it looks like going to be in the gap right there. That could be trouble. Looks like that's heading to the wall. Dwayne turns for second, going hard. There is a throw, but no, he's up standing.
Standing double. So with 1 out, he hit, with no outs, he hits a double to lead it off here for South Fork.
It's going to bring up Emery Capps, number 21.
The South Fork batter, the second baseman, number 21, Emery Capps.
Capps is hitting .312 on the season. He's got 5 RBI and 3 doubles. Hits from the left side.
Strike on the outside corner.
It's a real good pitch, breaking it right in there on the outside corner.
Johns with a decent lead there at second. Shortstop right behind him.
Harrington's picking up the sign, gives a look. Ball's past the catcher. Looks like John's going to be standing up on third.
Going to have a 1-1 count, man on third here in the bottom of the first. No out. Lefty hitter just pulls it a little bit. No, they got the infield playing in all the way around. Looking for a tag play at home. Prevent any runs from scoring here. Ball up and outside. 2-1. There you can see the infield's playing up a little bit. Which means basically anything hit to an infielder, they're going to try to throw home and stop Dwayne Johns from scoring. Fouled off to the left side, 2-2.
71.4 mile an hour pitch right there. Just a little bit low and outside, and Capps fouled that off.
What'd you say, Harrington's a sophomore or a freshman?
I believe he's a sophomore. I'll check.
Fouled off again to the left side. Still 2-2.
South Fork comes into this game with a 10-3 record, 3-0 in districts. Port St. Lucie is 1-8. No district games played yet. Not sure if this is district. I don't believe they're in the same district.
Ball in the dirt makes it a full count. So we got 3-2. Man on third. No outs here in the bottom of the first. South Fork looking to score early. Have a great opportunity here with the man on third, no out. Ground ball to the second base.
Nope. Grounder to second. Going to
Well
get that
played.
out. Johns had to stay put at third base.
That was well played. Took a look at him at third. And then took the out at first.
The Bulldogs batter is the shortstop, number 4, Connor Wiggins.
Connor Wiggins is now the batter for South Fork. Still got Dwayne Johns on third. DJ Johns is like they like to call him now.
Wiggins hitting .286 on the season.
Ball low. 1-0.
4 RBIs and 1 double. We had South Fork ranked number 4 in our Treasure Coast rankings coming into this, and Port St. Lucie ranked number 13. Port St. Lucie did beat Central this week, so they'll move up in the rankings.
Yeah, it's baseball, man. Sometimes games like
Ball smoked. That's going to be a run. RBI for Wiggins.
line drive to left field.
And inside pitch, pulled his hands in and hit it. Line drive through the 5-6 hole.
So we got 1-0 South Fork with 1 out and a man on first now. We'll leave it in the wide view so you guys can see the runner on first, see if there's any movement over there, if he's going to try to steal second. Steve Perez is the batter for South Fork. Already got a hearty lead over there at first.
Yep.
A real big lead.
Yes, he does. Perez comes into this game hitting .375.
Throws over, gets away. He's going
to be up at least at second.
He's probably going to go 3.
He's going to go 3. Looks like he's even going to be standing up over there at third with no throw.
So here we are. We got bottom of the first, 1 out, and now a man on third. South Fork already leading 1-0.
Excuse me.
Another batter right on the right up there on the plate. Oh, maybe not too bad.
Stevens leading South Fork in average with that .375. Also leading in RBIs with 9.
Fouled off to the right side.
And he's a Premier Exposure sports guy.
Yeah.
Also Connor Wiggins.
It's nice when we go to games and we see some of the Premier Exposure sports guys. We're getting more and more people understanding what the platform's all about and how it can help them.
Harrington comes set.
Outside. That's actually a good pitch.
Almost not bad at all. Good idea right there.
Almost got him to bite. 2-1 count now. 1 out, man on third. South Fork already has 1 run, so they're leading 1-0.
Ball's kind of cue balled back at the pitcher.
Harrington
stays with it, gets the out.
So that's going to be out number 2. Still a man on third.
Chance for Harrington to really get out of a tough situation in this inning.
Well, both runners that ended up on third wasn't his fault.
Yeah.
Just some minor mistakes there. Let those runners get some extra bases. If he can get out of here with just giving up 1 run, that'd be pretty good.
Harrington is a sophomore.
Good stop by the catcher there. 1-0.
Juan Navarro, great block back there, keeping everything in front of him. Caden Jones hitting here. He's a sophomore. Also, Premier Exposure sports guy.
Strike on the inside corner. Again, if you'd like more information about Premier Exposure Sports, go to www.premierexposuresports.com. Swing and a miss. Strike 2, 1-2.
Good pitch right there.
Yep. Just caught him off balance out in front. See those cars whipping behind you? That's the turnpike. South Fork Field backs up to the turnpike. So if you hit one really far, maybe you get lucky.
Hey, man.
Well, lucky for the hitter, not for the person driving, but.
Ball's in the dirt again. Another good block by Navarro.
Kept it in front, not allowing the runner an opportunity to get to score. Umpire just clarifying for the scoreboard there that it's 2-2. Time called by the umpire. Looks like he's looking for some baseballs. Baseballs are a hot commodity. They're not cheap. I think South Fork is South Fork that does it, where you return the ball, you get a piece of candy. Isn't that what we remember that one when we did that a while back? Kept saying if you bring the ball back in, you get a piece of candy. All right, so we got a 2-2 count here. Bottom of the first 2 outs, man on third. South Fork already has 1 run across.
Yeah, those baseballs will be back real quick, man.
Especially if you got young kids.
Yep.
They'll be running after them. I want candy. Kind of like chasing the ice cream man.
Ball's up the middle. It's going to be a hit.
And a run scores.
And the run is going to score.
And another Bulldogs run comes across. That makes it 2-0.
That'll be Jones's 4th RBI of the season.
Now, I'd have to go back and figure it out, but I'm not sure if either one of those would be considered
Your attention, please, ladies and gentlemen. Now pinch running
RBIs.
Number 11,
Earned runs on the pitcher.
South Fork batter up.
It'll be an
pitcher,
RBI.
number 20,
Yeah, I meant the earned
Jones.
runs.
It's going to bring up the pitcher, Greg Jones.
We'll keep it in the wide view here so you can see anything that goes on at first base if they do send the runner.
Ball's
popped up.
Fouled off.
Got out of play. Strike 1.
Foul ball's out of play.
It was funny. I was talking to Gabe's dad today, the one that I said just hit the walk-off 2-run shot. And Gabe has been hitting real well during the season, but he was in a little bit of a slump, and we were talking about it today. And it's just funny how things work. And then he hits a 2-run walk-off today.
Where does he go to school?
He is in Texas. Forget the name of the school.
Takes off. Pops up.
Good
in there
play
easily.
right there.
It's hard for a catcher on that one. That one looked like it was an off-speed pitch. So he's got to wait for it. So now we have a man on second, 2 outs, bottom of the first. South Fork already leading 2-0, and an opportunity to get another run with a well-hit ball.
This is Grant. I said Greg, but Grant is
Aggressive lead there at second.
up
Second
to
baseman
bat.
trying to keep him close.
Ball's hit high, out to center field. Left field, I'm sorry. And he makes a play. That's Chris D'Angelo out there making the play.
And that's going to end the first inning. South Fork is winning 2-0. And Port St. Lucie coming to bat. We'll be back. And we're back here for the top of the second inning.
The Jaguars in the top of the second inning, the center fielder, number 10, Connor Cantillo.
One of the good things about sitting next to the announcer's booth is you can hear in the background exactly who's coming up to the plate. We don't even have to say it sometimes.
Yeah, yep. Going back to that home run, the walk-up by Gabe. Gabe plays for University of Texas, Pearman Basin.
Nice pitch on the outside corner for strike one. I'm happy for Gabe.
Yeah, it's awesome to see guys successful.
He's a good kid. I guess they're not kids anymore, though.
No, they're young men. Nice pitch. That was a great pitch right there. Just missed on the outside.
1-1. It's like that first one, I guess, was just a little bit closer and gave it to him, but that almost looked like an identical pitch. Fouled off to the right side. Strike two, 1-2.
Great pitch right there. Great spot. Off speed on the outside corner.
For out number one. He's got one out here in the top of the first.
Jaguars batter up the first baseman, number 22, Ian Lundy.
22, Ian Lundy's now going to be the batter for Port St. Lucie. Port St. Lucie looking to get something going here, get some of those 2 runs that they gave up in the top, bottom of the first inning back. High and inside, ball one. Way
Ball's
inside. Ball
yep.
2. Definitely a beautiful night for baseball.
It is. There's no wind.
Yep, sun already set, so the humidity's cut down just a little bit. There's a strike, 2-1.
77 mile an hour right there.
Swing and a miss, strike 2. 2-2 count now.
That one came in at 80.
Put a little extra on that one. Ball's put in play.
81 right there.
Second base.
Hit over that.
Ooh, almost over his head, but
caps and makes a play.
Got 2 down now.
It's going to be bring up number 26, Ryan Goosen. He's the DH.
Port St. Lucie batter is the designated hitter, number 26, Ryan Guisen.
Guisen. I said Goosen. Guisen. Hitting .231 on the season. He does have a double on the season and an RBI. Good breaking ball in there at 69 mile an hour. Actually, it was a little low, huh?
Yep, low. Yep, low for ball 1. Just dropped a little too much. Foul back straight to us. Strike 1. 1-1. Very quiet tonight.
Yes, it is.
On both sides.
Ball's hit right back up the middle.
Bobbled by the shortstop. Might have had a play. Not 100% sure.
Maybe thinking about throwing it before you receive it.
So with 2 outs, they're going to have a man on first. looking to
Jaguars
capitalize
batter
on
up,
that.
the catcher, number 4, Juan Navarro.
Juan Navarro, the catcher for Port St. Lucie, is going to be up to the plate, lefty hitter.
Navarro's hitting .269 on the season.
Now, with the first baseman holding him on, gives a little bit of a gap over there. If he can just pull one, fouled it off to the left side for strike one.
And on his hands right there.
Yep. If he can pull one, he can get it out of the infield and possibly move the runner from first over to third.
Well, you got the middle infield playing. Both of them are playing tight towards second, so it's leaving the 5-6 open also.
Yeah.
So Cap's kind of slid over a little bit, closing the 3-4 hole over there.
Way inside, ball 1, 1-1.
Caden looked over there thinking about a back pick.
Doesn't feel like a Friday to me.
Mm-mm.
I don't know why, but it doesn't. But happy Friday, everybody.
Happy Friday.
Ball lifted. Center fielder comes over and makes the play. And that's going to end the top of the second inning. And we'll head into the bottom of the second with South Fork still leading 2-0.
Hey, this is Dr. Andrew Turk with Turk Advanced Dental Arts.
He's so fastidious with what he does that it's like there was no work done at all.
Our vision is to change the perception of dentistry. Our goal is to create an enjoyable experience for you and your family at the dentist. At Turk Advanced Dental Arts, we accomplish that.
I just happened to be driving along Map and saw Dr. Turk's office, and I thought, well, this is really close to my house. So I called, and they got me in the very next day. Everyone was great. They were sweet. It's totally different experience than your normal dental office.
Oh, Marco's Pepperoni Magnifico. Classic and old world pepperoni on one pizza, and a large is just $9.99 when ordered online? The phrase slice of heaven comes to mind. Marco's, pizza lovers, get it.
And we're back here for the bottom of the second inning. After an inning and a half, Port St. Lucie 0, South Fork has 2.
Bulldogs in the bottom of the second inning. The third baseman, number 6, John Roberts.
John Roberts is going to be the batter for South Fork. He's wearing the number 6 jersey. Striking ball in there for a strike. Just right down the middle. Ball outside, 1-1. If you were watching the commercials we had during the last half inning, you'll notice at the very end there, a little graphic about our upcoming All-Star game on May 14th, where 2 teams will be chosen from the top players here on the Treasure Coast, and we'll have a nice little game between all of them. It should be a lot of fun. So if you'd like to sponsor that event, just reach out to us.
Roberts is hitting 182 on the season. That ball looks like it's going to go right out the center fielder. He gets under it, and that's an out.
One down.
Out number 1.
That's Connor Cantillo out there. Tongue twister.
Fielder, number 24, Dominic Donatucci.
It must be Friday if you're tired after a long week.
I'll tell you what. Donatucci up the bat. His sophomore hitting 133 on the season, 23 plate appearances.
In their
Good
first strike.
pitch in there, 73-mile-an-hour fastball. Ball's kind of nubbed toward the first baseman.
Took it himself. Did he get there in time? And he did. Out number 2.
2 outs.
It's a tough call there. Pitcher was there on time, but he chose to take it himself. So here in the bottom of the second, we got 2 outs.
South Fork batter up, the center fielder, number 7, Zach Mastalone.
Mastalone, Zach, he's the center fielder for South Fork, is now the batter, lefty.
Zach's hitting 276. Ten RBI on the season.
Way outside, ball 1.
1 triple.
Pretty decent sized field here. No markings on the fence, so it can't really tell 100%. The corners actually look in, but the center field, that big wall there, just up, ball 2. Definitely a shot to get over that center field. What'd you say it would be about run like 310 down the line?
Yeah, maybe. It's not too deep on those foul poles, I don't think. Maybe 300 on that foul pole, but it goes out, it looks like, from there.
I'm sure they double fenced out there to block the batter's view of and the umpire's view. Swing and a miss, strike 1 of the highway behind it. So that's
74 mile an hour on that last pitch.
You know what I mean? They probably, just so there's no distraction of the cars going back and forth in the background.
Yeah. Lights.
Yep. Strike on the outside corner, 2-2. If you're a softball fan, coming up on April 14th, we're going to be doing our first softball live broadcast. It'll be Jensen Beach. We'll be visiting Martin County, and we're looking forward to doing a softball game.
Yeah, I'm really excited. You know, those girls' games are a lot of fun, man. A lot of energy. We talked about it being quiet. It's not quiet at a girls' softball game.
It is not. In the dirt, 3-2, full count.
You know, and we've been doing a lot with these baseball guys, and those girls deserve it. So, you know, hopefully we can get to more of the girls' games and start, you know, getting them some more exposure on the Treasure Coast. The whole idea is to, you know, really promote this area.
Well, it doesn't matter the sport. The recruiting part is basically the same. Got to get yourself out there. Got to talk to coaches.
Oh, absolutely.
Play.
Oh, absolutely.
Second
I mean, we brought. He's going to beat that out. That's going to get past the first baseman. He's going to stay put, though.
Yep. So it's a good try by the second baseman, but he threw it away. I think he would have beat it anyway.
That catcher needs to be down the first baseline, backing that up. He kind of just hung around.
Remember we talked about it last time at the Jensen Beach game. I love a catcher.
Know where you're supposed to be.
I love a catcher that runs down the line.
The batter.
Because their job's tough enough as it is, and then they get up and run 90 feet.
You should be dead tired after catching a game, man.
Yep.
You shouldn't even be able to walk.
Well, in the good old days when pull it the wide screen so you can see the runner at first, see if he takes off.
Got Dwayne Johns, leadoff hitter, back up.
Yep. If the catchers, you know, sometimes catchers would catch 2 games on a single day.
Good looking pitch right there.
Yeah,
Not sure where that was at, man. Fell right in there.
The umpire has a delayed strike call, so I'm sitting here waiting. Okay, where is it? Where is it? Didn't come.
He's not giving that top of the strike zone on a curveball.
Not a lot of movement over there first. Decent lead. Got to say, South Fork definitely gets aggressive leads at pretty much every outside. Ball 2. And he takes off. That's a ball
Throw down.
outside.
Good throw. Didn't tag him.
Oh,
Never got the glove on him, I don't believe, from here.
And the tag looked like it was there in time.
Yeah, throw was great.
So now we have a man on second with 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. South Fork scored 2 in the bottom of the first. DJ up at the plate. He's looking to bring in an RBI. He singled or he doubled his first at bat, right?
First at bat, led off the game with a double.
And ended up scoring.
Pretty good size lead at second right there.
There's a strike, 2-1.
74-mile-an-hour fastball.
So he was probably taken all the way. If you look at that lead up at the man on second, they definitely take an aggressive lead.
Ball's hit to right field. Right fielders dive and play, but it gets away from him. Kind of a slide and dive.
So that's going to score a run. DJ Johns is going to end up at second base.
That makes it 3-0.
That was a tough play, and he tried to do a leg slide to catch it and just couldn't get there, and it just stayed fair.
Great effort, just got away from him.
The batter is number 21.
Yeah, it was slicing, so he had to really run after it. So now we have a man on second, 2 outs here in the bottom of the second.
Caps grounded out to the second baseman at last at bat. Good pitch right there.
Corner.
Painted the corner.
0-1. Sounds like the South Fork bench is trying to get a little bit of...
Yeah, getting a little noisier.
Yep. Ball in the dirt. Good stop by the catcher. 1-1.
60-mile-an-hour changeup.
It's funny how, depending on what teams are playing, how loud it is. Like that Vero Jensen game, that was a strange one for us, as far as the outside of the.
Oh
goes.
yeah, yeah.
You guys couldn't see it on camera, but there was some funny instances.
Ball's hit pretty good right there. That ball's traveling. Great play. Oh, he just missed it out there.
That was a great hustle play at second. He'll get there. So that's going to be South Fork's 4th run.
Yep, stand-up double right there.
Makes it 4-0.
It's a great try by the right fielder.
I thought he had it.
Yeah, he made a great sliding try on the previous one, and then he had to go a long way for that one.
I didn't think there was a chance he was even going to get close to that off the bat. It's going to bring up Wiggins. Wiggins had a base hit his last at bat.
Foul tipped into the catcher's glove. Strike 1.
Ball in the dirt.
Great stop by the catcher. Made a couple of those today. 1-1.
I know one thing. Those hamburgers smell good.
Yeah, I just noticed. Just something. The wind must have just changed a little bit because it just came over. Now, Port St. Lucie's got a new coach this year, right? I think they switched.
No.
He's been there a couple of years?
Yeah, quite a while.
Really?
Yeah, Johnny Roden.
Oh.
And then Melizio's going to retire after this season for South Fork. He's had a great career. He actually, I believe, was a coach originally at Port St. Lucie back in the day.
Oh, wow.
And then went over to South Fork.
Fouled off to the right side for strike 2. 1-2. Again, 2 outs here in the bottom of the second with a man on second. A couple games were canceled tonight, and they were anticipating rain.
Yeah, it was supposed to rain, and they, it's tough. You got teams coming from out of the area, a couple-hour drive, hour-and-a-half drive. It's
That's
tough
a nice pitch right
yeah,
there. Just
really good
dropped it
pitch
in
right there.
Out number 3. So at the end of 2,
take a 4-0 lead into the 3rd inning.
as you can hear there in the background, at the end
Look
of
out.
2, 4-0.
Here come the Marines.
Ooh, I can't wait to get you home.
Ooh, I'm gonna eat you up when you go home. Oh my goodness.
Oh, yeah.
Can't wait. I'm just gonna bite you.
Oh, baby, that looks amazing. Marcos, pizza lovers get it.
All right, we got the top of the 3rd. South Fork with a 4-0 lead so far.
Leading off for the
PSL
Jaguars
coming
in
up
the
to the
top
bat,
of the
looking
3rd
to
inning.
cut into that lead.
The pitcher, number 2,
Looking to get something started.
Christian Harrington.
The batter's going to be the pitcher for this game, Christian Harrington.
Harrington comes into this game hitting 250. He does have an RBI on the season.
High and inside, ball 1. I think we even have do we have a Saturday game coming up here soon?
I think you're going to be out of town.
Oh, that's right. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Originally, I was supposed to be out of town last week, but to see my son play ball in college, but they switched his schedule out, so I didn't get to, so I'm going to see him next Wednesday. Really looking forward to that. Wish somebody would live stream all those games.
That's a good pitch right there. That's a great spot. Just missed.
I guess he's calling that low, 2-1. But you know what? He's called it on both sides.
Yeah, no. But you definitely want that pitch as a pitcher.
Well, Harrington up there is probably a little conflicted. He's like, yeah, I want that. I don't want it now, but I want it when I'm on the mound.
Yeah, absolutely.
Outside 3-1. And I think Port St. Lucie will take that because they need to get something going here, get some base runners, try to change the momentum a little bit. 3-1 count, no outs here. Top of the 3rd. Puts it in play, slow roller. Third baseman comes in charging.
Again, another great play.
Yep, great
Roberts
stretch by first base.
charges. Good play right there.
He was charging from as soon as it was hit, you just saw him take off from 3rd, so that was a really, really nice play.
He's having a great game over there at third base
Port St.
tonight.
Lucie batter is the left fielder, number 12, Chris D'Angelo.
Chris D'Angelo will be the batter now for Port St. Lucie.
D'Angelo's hitting 100 on the season. Only 12 plate appearances, so kind of not a great.
Strike on an off-speed pitch, very nice. Just dropped it in.
Not enough at bats to really get a true feeling of what he's hitting.
Yeah, sometimes you need to get those first few out of the way before you start grooving. Low, 1-1.
78-mile-an-hour fastball there low. Grant's been sitting about 78 to 80 on his fastball.
It's outside for a ball. 2-1. Pitching from the windup. Outside, 3-1. As a batter here, knowing your team's already down 4-0, it's got to be perfect with a 3-1 count. Try to work your way on with a walk or any other thing, any way you can at this point. I mean, it's still early, but swing and a miss, full count. That was a nice pitch, and it probably looked really nice coming in.
Yes, looked nice from here.
Yep, and then just dropped off a little bit, just enough to miss the bat. Oh, got him to swing at a high. What would have been ball 4.
2 away.
So now we have 2 outs.
The batter is number 11, Joe Holland.
Joe Holland is going to be the batter for Port
It's
St.
going to be
Lucie.
the leadoff hitter back up now for Port St. Lucie. Holland struck out last at bat.
Outside, ball 1.
Holland hitting 280 on the season. He's a junior.
Popped
Ball's
up. Could be
probably going to
played.
stay in play. Catcher's moving over. No,
Just over the
just
fence.
barely cleared the fence in foul territory.
And our camera doesn't catch that far to the right, but it just got over the fence. So it's going to be a 1-1 count with 2 outs.
Ball up.
Yep, 2-1.
If you got any questions on Premier Exposure Sports, you can go to our website, www.premierexposuresports.com. We have our rankings of the teams, top players in the area, along with recruiting information and quite a bit on what we do. You could also reach out to 772-207-9916 if you have questions on our program.
Or premierexposuresports@gmail.com.
Swing and a miss right there.
Yep, that brings up full count. I mean, the main portion of what we're doing here has to do with providing people with the players with a platform for the recruiting. That's popped foul behind us. Count remains full count.
It's going to clear the backstop.
Basically, the platform is going to allow players to keep everything in one place. Research for schools, your videos, your contact with coaches. It has every college available. You can sort by division. You can sort by location.
Costs.
Yep. Everything, all
Division.
majors.
Yep.
So if you ever want to set up a Zoom call, you can contact all that info we just provided you. www.premierexposuresports.com. Outside for ball 4. So Port St. Lucie's going to get a base runner here with 2 outs.
That's going to bring out Coach Melizio to talk to the pitcher.
Get some music here in the background, which for YouTube purposes, we do not own the rights to this music. It just so happens to be played when we go to these games. We do not play it. That was a quick conversation, probably just to settle down as pitcher.
Darren Lanning.
Lanning's going to be the batter now. Port St. Lucie looking to help make something happen here.
Lanning grounded out to the first baseman last at bat.
Leave it on the wide screen so you can see the lead there at first, see if we get any action And a possible steal. He's got a big lead there. Outside for ball 1.
Just missed.
Yep, so maybe just a little bit up and just a little bit out. I don't know. I'm thinking at this point, I mean, I know it's only the 3rd inning, but I'd probably send him with 2 out. That's me, but I don't know the runner specifically, but.
Yeah, you'd still have your top of your order coming back up, so.
Got an aggressive lead. Outside 2-0. Now it's 2-0. I might not, but maybe early in the count. Although if he's got 2 balls, he's going to be concentrating on throwing a strike. Maybe you catch him off guard a little bit.
He's popping out there pretty good. Jones could back pick here.
Oh, mosquitoes are coming out. That's ball 3. And luckily for us, right behind us, they have a mosquito machine. So although it doesn't seem to be helping very much, they're flying all around me.
Yeah, I'm getting bit pretty good, but hey.
Still an aggressive lead at the first. Ball 4. So now we'll have first and second with 2 outs. Great opportunity here for Port St. Lucie to get one of those 4 runs back. And it's going to bring up Kamani Wright, number 3, better known as KB.
He's their leading hitter. He's hitting .464. Right guy
3,
in the spot.
Kamani Wright.
Give you a close-up so you can see his swing. You can still see the man at second there, so you can see what kind of lead he gets. Each time we do these games, we try out new camera angles to see what works best for everybody. I like this one so far. We're looking to add a center field camera in the future. If you'd like to sponsor us and help us get to that point, that'd be great too.
Yeah, we do all of this for the high schools for free. Our sponsors, the commercials you're seeing in between the innings, are the ones that are covering all of this. So we appreciate all of our sponsors. If anybody would like to help us out and sponsor games, just reach out to us. And then also we have our All-Star game coming up. So just reach on out. There's that back pick. And yes, I told you it was coming.
They got him.
I saw it coming and I knew it was coming.
That's actually a very, very smart play by the catcher to see it and just take advantage of it. So at the end of 2.5, still 4-0 South Fork over Port St. Lucie.
University, Sheffer, Petrick, and Simpson.
Oh, Marco's Pepperoni Magnifico. Classic and Old World pepperoni on one pizza, and a large is just $9.99 when ordered online? The phrase slice of heaven comes to mind. Marco's. Pizza lovers, get it.
And we're back here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Port St. Lucie brought in a new pitcher.
Yeah, that's going to be Anthony Farrow on the bump now for Port St. Lucie. He's got a 7.88 ERA.
The batter's going to be Steve Perez. Sorry, Ron.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, Farrow's pitched 5.1 innings on the season.
High and outside, ball 1. So we got a 4-0 game here in the bottom of the third. South Fork scoring 2 in the first, 2 in the second. Low, ball 2. The right fielder for Port St. Lucie's had some action tonight, almost made 2 great plays. Ooh, that looked like it was a good pitch. Didn't call it 3-0.
63 mile an hour.
Sometimes that messes the batters up more than the,
for sure.
You know, when they practice for sometimes too much for the fast stuff and forget about the slower stuff. Yep. There's a strike, 3-1.
Facing a good hitter here in Perez. Ball's hit to right field, down the line. Hanging up there. That's going to fall. Fair ball.
Just dropped in there for a single. Not much the right fielder could do on that. So a leadoff single here in the bottom of the third. We'll leave it widescreen. See if South Fork wants to try to take an extra base here. Jones is the batter, number 17.
Catcher who made that nice back pick last inning.
Yeah, that was a really smart play. You were calling. He was looking at it, looking at it.
Yep, Caden's a smart player.
And South Fork, again, aggressive lead there at first.
He did have a base hit his last at-bat.
That was a balk. Pitcher did not come set. So the man on first, in case you don't know what a balk is, man on first automatically gets second base, and the pitch does not count. So now we have a man on second, no outs here in the bottom of the third. There's a strike. Hit the outside corner, nice pitch.
Farrow has a unique stance out there. He's in the stretch, but he almost is turned backwards on his stance.
Yeah, like a closed stretch.
His feet are almost aligned. Ball's popped up to the infield. Looks like the shortstop's going to get under it.
And he's going to make play. Number 1.
1 out.
It's a good pitch. Gets what he wants and out.
That was Joe Holland making the play over there.
The batter is number 20, Grant Jones.
Number 20, Grant Jones is going to be the batter now with 1 out here and a man on second. South Fork holding on to their 4-0 lead here in the bottom of the third. They've scored 2 each inning so far. Trying to do the same right now. Ball in the dirt, good stop by the catcher. I said it earlier, he's had to make a few of those. Keeps them all in front of him.
I believe Grant pitched last time we were here. I believe he was a player of the game last time we were here.
I think you're right. I remember one of the first interviews that we did.
Yeah, I could be wrong, but.
Inside. Oh, umpire called that a strike. 1-1. So far, I'm not seeing much consistency in this strike zone.
Yeah, it's been a little bit.
I don't mind if they're going to call it a little outside, a little inside, just as long, it's hard to be as a hitter if you don't know the strike zone. Foul tip.
78 mile an hour fastball right there.
Counts now 1-2. Conservatively, an average lead over there at second.
I misread that last one. Was 71. It was actually a change.
Ball in the dirt. Possible play at third.
Stands up easy over there.
There it is. Catcher just couldn't get to it in time. So now with 1 out, there'll be a man on third and a 2-2 count.
Umpire's having a conversation with catcher, not sure what about. Infield in for Port St. Lucie.
High, ball 3, full count. It's one of those tough positions now as a pitcher. You get a full count, got a man on third.
Yeah, you can't afford to give up any more runs.
Right, and you got an open base with 1 out, so, you know, hoping maybe for a ground ball for double play. Oh, just missed. Just dropped out of the zone. So now we're going to have first and third here with 1 out.
It's going to bring up John Roberts. He flew out to center field last at bat.
Going to go to the wide screen because we may see a first and third play here with a runner on first. Tries to steal second.
Looks like it's putting on a play right here.
Yep.
Not sure if they're going to try to bunt with the 1 out.
The batter is number 6, John Roberts.
And now you have the corners up on the infield, and the middle infielders are playing back for a double play. Port St. Lucie hoping for a ground ball here to possibly turn to.
Yeah, 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning.
Or something hit directly to the first baseman or third baseman, maybe even a play at home.
Ball's hit, pop. Did his job right there. Pop up to the third baseman. Kamani Wright makes the play.
For 2 outs. So you got first and third, 2 outs, so now the infield can play back. Just play for 1 out at first or second.
For the Bulldogs, number 16, Dylan Graham.
Guess there's
The
a
batter, number 24,
courtesy runner or a pinch runner,
Dominic
Dylan Graham over there at first.
Donatucci.
Donatucci's going to be the batter now.
He grounded back up the middle to the pitcher last time for an out.
See if they try to, with 2 outs, if they try to have any movement on the bases. So I'll leave it in the widescreen.
Good
There's
pitch
a
right
strike.
there.
Yep. Looks like the pitcher's settling in. I remember watching a lot of high school games over the years, and sometimes it was the lower mile-an-hour pitcher that really got guys to struggle because they're so used to just being up there anxious, waiting for a faster pitch, and then they get too anxious when they see it coming in. Probably looks like a big beach ball.
Yeah, coaches over there at Port St. Lucie letting them know to hold him on at first. Not sure why he wasn't holding him on at first there.
Nice
Swing and a
pitch.
miss right there.
That's going to be strike 2. Oh, and Port St. Lucie was sleeping, so the man on first is going to take second.
Not sure what that was on Donatucci's part right there. I mean, all that catcher needed to do right in there is throw, and that would have been an obstruction on Donatucci.
Sometimes players forget that. They're like, oh, he's in my way, I'm not going to throw it. But you got to throw it to get the call.
He just kind of hung out after a swing on top of home plate.
High. Ball 1, 1 and 2. We still got 2 outs, so Port St. Lucie looking for a ground ball to get the out at first. And so South Fork looking to add to their lead with a hit out of the infield. Way
Ball's
inside.
in, yeah.
2 and 2. Bottom of the third, 4-0 South Fork over Port St. Lucie. Fouled back. Count remains 2 and 2. Kind of reached for that one, wasn't sure, and just kind of tried to put the bat on it. Again, you guys, if you want more information, www.premierexposuresports.com. Find out more of what we're about.
That's going to be an out, and the inning is going to be retired.
For the Bulldogs in the bottom of the third, they still lead at 4-0.
So it's 4-0 after 3, going to the top of the fourth.
Navy.
Hi, I'm Mike Higgins. I'm a husband, a father, a man of faith, a Vero Beach native, and a realtor with Dale Sorensen Real Estate. I'm passionate about the area. I love taking walks at Riverside Park. I love playing baseball at the Little League field with my kids. I I love what this town has to offer, and I love offering that to other families. I would love to help you buy or sell a home in Indian River County. My name is Mike Higgins. I work with Dale Sorensen Real Estate. My number is 772-532-8148.
And we're back for the top of the fourth. South Fork is leading Port St. Lucie 4-0 so far.
Leading off for the Jaguars.
Kamani Wright's going to be
number 3, Kamani Wright.
Kamani Wright was up to bat in the last inning, but on there was a back pick at first base, so he comes up with a clean count. Ball drops in for a strike. 0-1. Strike 2. It's a ball in play to the shortstop.
Ball's
Throws it
thrown away.
Kamani's going to take second. He's going to get in there easily. So that'll be a single and second on an error. So Port St. Lucie with their another opportunity for possibly score early in the inning this time too. So they have a man on second with no outs. Catcher went out to speak to his pitcher, settle him down, let him know what they want to do.
The batter is number 10, Connor Cantillo.
Cantillo is going to be the batter for Port St. Lucie with a wide open space over there, second base side.
Connor struck out his last at bat.
He calls time. Oh, hit by a pitch. So now Port St. Lucie will, and here in the top of the fourth, it's going to have first and second and no outs. Their best opportunity so far to make something happen. Down by 4 runs. If they stay focused and just look for getting one at a time, get right back in this game.
Batter up is number 22, Ian Lundy.
Ian grounded out to the second baseman last at bat.
First and second, no outs. Top of the fourth. A 4-0 ball game.
Ball's hit to center field. Massalone's tracking back. Makes the play.
Kamani Wright's going to tag. And then no throw. He gets to third. So it's a good sac fly. Move him over for out number 1. But now you have first and third with 1 out. And I'm going to leave it in the wide angle because with first and third, we'll see if they, if Port St. Lucie tries to do anything with that man on first, moving him over to second.
The batter is number 26, Ryan Gleason.
Gleason the batter now for Port St. Lucie. And he's a lefty.
He had a base hit his last at bat.
So with them holding him on at first and the second baseman so far shading towards second, he's got a big gap there on the left, on the right side. He's moving over little by little. There he goes. Still a decent
He's looking to pull this ball anyway. Throw over. Third to first move.
Yep. If you hear us smacking ourselves, it's because of the mosquitoes that are all over the place. Swing and a miss.
Ball's a little out, and he was trying to pull it.
Honestly, you can even go opposite field the way, because now shortstop shading towards second, and third base is close to third. He's got some hole in the 5-6 hole. So either side, I think, if he can just hit it in the right spot, he can get a run across for Port St. Lucie. So far, no attempted steal. Got a decent lead there at first. Here he goes. Swing and a
Throw
miss.
down all the way to second.
Oh,
that gets by the shortstop.
Great throw, so the runner's going to come in. The throw was there, just second, the shortstop just couldn't make the play on it. So he's safe at second, and the run scores.
4-1 Bulldogs.
So now we have a 4-1 game with a man on second and one out.
Put that guy in scoring position now.
Yep.
Cut this game in half.
What you got to do, one at a time. Swing and a miss, strike two. So we got an 0-2 count.
Strike
one
three.
out. Oh, strike
three.
three. I missed the one on the throw down. I thought that was a ball. So we got two outs now with a man on second.
The batter is number 4, Juan Navarro.
Juan Navarro is going to be the batter for Port St. Lucie, hoping to bring in that second run, I'm sure.
Navarro flew out to center field last inning. Ball's on the
Foul
dirt.
tip.
Oh, fouled off. Thought I got by him.
Just hit the edge of the bat. I think I really need to write an email or a letter to Monster, see if Monster can get me to sponsor us with the.
Yeah, that'd be great, man.
I'm a big fan of the white monsters.
I don't know though. I get on the Monster. It might not be a good thing for me.
Then you become a monster.
Yeah, man.
That spin move. Nobody there. I'll just write them an email. Say, hey, 25 grand, you can sponsor our
There you go.
our local broadcast. I'll talk about you all day long.
Be great.
Ooh, that was a nice pitch.
66-mile-an-hour breaking ball, just
Might
up,
have.
I guess.
Either that or it just dropped inside because it looked like
Yeah,
it.
maybe. I don't know. It's a good pitch.
So 1-1 count, two outs, man on second. Port St. Lucie got one run back so far. So now the score is 4-1. Batter calls time. Port St. Lucie bench trying to get a little noise going, try to motivate.
Oof.
High.
Up and in a little bit.
Yep. 2-1. Not a fast-moving game, but not necessarily a slow-moving game either. We're already in the fourth inning. Seems very monotone throughout the game. Swing and a miss, strike two.
High
for 2-2.
fastball right there.
At the end of the game, we will be choosing our Marco's Pizza Player of the Game. They receive a free pizza from Marco's Pizza and a hat from Premier Exposure Sports. So stay tuned at the end of this to see who wins Player of the Game. Foul back right at us. See that camera shaking. Still 2-2. If you'd like, again, if you'd like more information about Premier Exposure Sports, we will get on a Zoom call with you, free of charge. Just explain what we're doing, answer your questions, see if the platform that we use and the program that we provide is a good fit for you and your son or daughter when we start doing softball. Fouled off again. Still 2-2. Zoom call takes about 6-7 hours. Ron likes to talk.
It could if it was allowed. It could.
No, usually they last about 20.
About 30, 35 minutes.
Okay.
And that's rushing through trying to give the overview.
Foul back again.
Straight back at us. 80-mile-an-hour fastball right there.
Still 2-2. So battling it out there at the plate. And if you're not a technology person and you don't really want to do a Zoom, Ron's phone number is on the website. He gave it out earlier. And give him a call. Or send us an email at premierexposuresports@gmail.com. We'd be happy to talk to you. It is a strike.
Great spot right there, outside corner at the knees.
So Port St. Lucie got 1 run back. So at the end of 3.5, it's 4-1. South Fork over Port St. Lucie.
The concession stand is still open and the grill is still fired up, and they're serving those flame grilled hamburgers, cheeseburgers, and
Port St. Lucie now has their third pitcher of the game, Monty Wright's on the mound. And Zach Mastrow batting for South Fork. Got a 4-1 ball game here in the bottom of the fourth.
Mastrow reached on there last second baseman overthrow, I believe. A lot of both of them.
Yeah, well, probably pretty well. All these visiting teams come out.
I've already eaten a couple, so protein, I guess that's protein.
In their first strike one. Catcher calls Simon's call.
Monty comes into this game with a 6.22 ERA. 18 innings pitched. 10 walks, 22 Ks. Not it.
Looks like he's going to stay in. I thought I saw him point to a new pitcher. Now the coach for Port St. Lucie is talking with the umpire. Little Ozzy Osbourne in the background, and we do not own the rights to the music, but I do like it.
I remember that album for sure.
I drove my car with the windows down to this song a lot when I was a teenager. Many moons ago.
You must be a lot older than me, because I remember I was in like elementary school when this came out.
Oh yeah, but I still played it when I was a teenager.
I'm teasing.
In there for a strike, 1-2 count now.
Breaking ball, 68 mile an hour.
No outs here in the bottom of the fourth. South Fork holding on to a 4-1 lead. There's strike 3.
Another one right there. Beautiful
number
pitch
1.
right there.
Yep.
69 mile an hour. Broke right in there.
South Fork scored 2 in the first, 2 in the second, and nothing since.
The batter is
And
number
Port St. Lucie
5,
got a run back last
DJ
inning.
Johns.
They've had an opportunity to get some runs in the last couple innings, just did only capitalized with 1. This is going to bring up Dwayne Johns, or DJ Johns, as the batter for South Fork. Inside ball 1.
He's sticking with that breaking ball.
I'd like to know what almost happened there earlier. And still inside ball 2. Looks like the coach was ready to pull him, and then he ended up staying in. I guess he convinced him that he's fine.
Yeah.
Does Johns have 1 or 2 hit today? I think he has.
Johns has got a double and a single last at bat.
And I believe he scored 1.
Yep.
He has
Good
a strike.
pitch right there, 70 mile an hour.
2
Kind of just fell right in there.
Yep. Kind of froze the batter a little bit. Wasn't sure where that was going to go. Fouled off to the right side.
Foul ball's out of play.
So it's going to be 2-2. If you hear that ding,
Yes.
it means Ron.
Someone's reaching out to tell me something.
Yeah, exactly. No one likes me, so my phone doesn't ding.
Yeah,
Ron gets all.
sometimes that's okay.
Foul back, stays alive at 2-2.
Another off-speed pitch. Looks like he's throwing off-speed. A couple of those I couldn't tell if it was a changeup or a curveball. Kind of a weird angle we're at right here, too.
Yeah, you can't get directly behind home plate.
Not here.
Yeah.
The ball just dropped.
Ooh.
That looked like a changeup there.
He says he didn't go, but that to me looked like a strike. So that's going to bring up full count. Umpire did check with the second base umpire to see if the batter swung. So full count here, 1 out, nobody on base, and a 4-1 ball game in the bottom of the fourth. And they say he went, so ends up as a drop third strike.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I don't know about that.
I'm not sure on any of that whole at bat, to be honest with you.
Yeah, that was a kind of a different one there.
That one was hard to commentate on because
it was like not what to call, even though it was being called. It was like, okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Just being honest here. Bring up Emery Caps.
It's interesting, too, that the umpire's staying behind the pitcher with nobody on base. Way inside. Looks like that might even hit the umpire's leg for ball 1.
Yeah, he's not supposed to be in that position. I do know that.
Yeah,
he should have been down first base.
And then moving over if somebody gets on base, right?
That's correct.
Then he would have a clear shot of whether that was a swing or not.
Yep.
Really hard to call.
That angle, yeah, because
really.
you don't see it. You don't see the bat go around from there.
Especially with a righty hitter, the pitcher probably blocks a part of it.
Yep. Sorry, Blue, if you rewatch
nice
this.
Pitch. Outside, right in for a strike. 1-1 count.
Just Kermani's really just pitching here, mixing things up with all off speed from what I see.
Just missed low. 2-1. So far, it looks like Port St. Lucie's going to do pitching by committee. First pitcher went 2 innings, and then last inning was a different pitcher, and now Kamani here in inning number 4. Got him to swing and miss, 2-2.
That was a fastball right there at 77. Ball's tapped here. Kamani's trying to make a play. Nope. Safe at first.
First baseman didn't even have his foot on the bag there, so either way it would have been safe, but that's going to be a single. Tough play on that slow roller like that. So we got 2 outs here. We're going to have a man on first. We'll leave it on widescreen, see if South Fork wants to take second. Connor Wiggins is going to be the batter now for South Fork. Looking over for his signs. They wear wristbands here at South Fork, so got the whatever number or whatever system they use, checked his wristband, see what the play is. Decent lead over there at first.
Breaking ball right there, 66.
Really pulled the batter on that. You know, it's funny because as a hitter, you should be watching the 3 batters that went up before you. It's basically almost all off speed.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you're thinking he's probably not going to blow one by me.
I think he threw maybe 1 or 2 fastballs. That throws over, gets back in time.
At the end of after a couple batters and at the end of the sequence.
So we know he's throwing mostly off speed. So just as a hitter, you just got to sit on it.
Easier said than done, though.
I know. That's why I'm on this side of the fence and not in the MLB, right? That and a lot of other reasons.
There's a balk there.
It's like the second base umpire
came set and then separated.
So now I have a man on second with 2 outs. And an 0-1 count. Dropped it in there for strike number 2.
Just really staying with off-speed pitches.
Yeah. And it's moving quite a bit.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, for the hitter, it probably looks like it's coming at him, and then it's just dropping.
Yep.
Just missed outside. 1 and 2.
You remember as a kid when you got bit up with mosquitoes and they would put that, was it pink stuff on each one of them?
Oh, yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah.
That's showing age.
Yep.
You have dots all over your back in the day.
I never did that, Ron, because I'm not old enough. Fouled back.
Oh, there you go.
Still 1 and 2.
Foul ball's out of play.
Four-1 ball game. Bottom of 4.
My 15-year-old daughter just texted me, Dad, how's the game? At least she knows I'm alive at 15. That's good.
There you go. That's a good thing when they text you. It's hard to get them sometimes. Good pitch right there.
So at the end of 4, it's still 4-1.
Still 4-1.
Hey, this is Dr. Andrew Turk with Turk Advanced Dental Arts.
He's so fastidious with what he does that it's like there was no work done at all.
Our vision is to change the perception of dentistry. Our goal is to create an enjoyable experience for you and your family at the dentist. At Turk Advanced Dental Arts, we accomplish that.
I just happened to be driving along Map and saw Dr. Turk's office, and I thought, well, this is really close to my house. So I called, and they got me in the very next day. Everyone was great. They were sweet. It's totally different experience than your normal dental office.
Oh, Marco's Pepperoni Magnifico. Classic and Old World pepperoni on one pizza, and a large is just $9.99 when ordered online? The phrase slice of heaven comes to mind. Marco's, pizza lovers, get it.
The top of the 5th, we got South Fork with 4, St. Lucie with 1. They got 1 run back in the top of the 4th, and we're looking to get some more here. This is a more interesting game. Very even paced.
In the top of the 15th.
St. Lucie is pitching by committee tonight. Pitchers. Dropped it in there for a strike one. 0-1.
You know, I was watching the Florida versus Georgia game last night. Real interesting game where Georgia came back in the last inning and scored 3 runs on a walk-off to win the game. And it was funny because former Premier Exposure Sports guy Chandler Marsh, who is a pitcher for the Georgia Bulldogs, came out of the bullpen and whatnot. I guess I talked to him last night and said he was scheduled to come in, but they didn't bring him in. He was the first one out there after
Out
the
there strike.
You're gonna make me out over there. He was the first one out there. It was so funny. I teased him because he was the fastest out on the field, and Chandler Marks is like 6'5", 220 pounds. He's having a great season over there for Georgia for sure. He's probably gonna get in that starting rotation. He's been coming in mid reliever closer, but freshman top of 95 with good stuff at his size.
They probably just want to develop him a little bit before they put him in.
Yeah, he's special.
Just outside the ball one. No, it's listening to the radio on
Well, I did see last night that the NHL hockey is going to have mini games on ESPN Plus.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. So they're going to go over to ESPN Plus, which most of your college games are on ESPN Plus for baseball and other sports, among others.
Yeah, I think they're looking for another avenue to pay. Like I'm a Yankees fan, so I pay for the MLB base. I don't know if it's what it's called, MLB ticket or whatever
Network,
it is.
yeah, something like that.
Just so I can get my Yankee games, and I actually watch a bunch of other games too. But
ball's hit to the right side. Got an out. Great play by Caps over there.
Out number 2.
2 away.
Yeah, I think that's eventually what's going to happen is I think what we grew up with, I don't know, I grew up with 3 channels that eventually went to cable, which was the greatest thing in the world. But I think all regular channels eventually are going to go away, and everything's just going to be subscription. You just pay for what you want to watch. We're almost there already. I don't know about you, but I don't even
world.
I don't have cable TV or
no, I don't
satellite.
either. I use
Swing and a miss strike one.
I use it off the. It's a service, but TV provider, but it's provided through the internet.
Yeah, I use what do they call it? The Fire Stick from Amazon, and then I have a subscription to YouTube TV.
Yeah, I have some of those subscriptions too.
Swing and a miss strike too. We do that.
Gotta
Netflix
have
and
I have
Amazon
Hulu.
Prime because I'm already paying for it.
Yeah,
so.
I've got all that.
I used to do Hulu, and then
Well, I have to have Disney with ESPN Plus, so the Hulu's how I get that. Good pitch, great pitch right there. That ball just fell right in there.
So the end of 4.5, still 4-1.
Bulldogs.
To get you home.
Ooh, I'm gonna eat you up when you go home. Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah.
Can't wait. I'm just gonna bite you.
Oh, baby. That looks amazing. Marcos, pizza lovers get it.
And we're back here for the bottom of the 5th inning. South Fork leading 4-1.
Leading off for your South Fork Bulldogs in the bottom of the 5th inning is number 13, Steve Perez.
For Port St. Lucie, they left Kamani Wright on the mound.
Steven Perez up. He's grounded out to the pitcher on a little nub off the end of the cap. It's first at bat, and then he had a base hit, I believe, to right field his second at bat. DHing tonight.
And it started right off with the off speed again.
Yeah, it looked like a breaking ball right there. Just staying with all breaking ball.
If it works, why not, right?
Absolutely.
Just
that was outside. A fastball right there, 76.
Just missed the outside corner, 1-1. So we're already in the 5th inning here in a 4-1 ball game.
Just low there. Good pitch. Trying to get him to chase.
Oh, wow. I didn't even realize we're almost 2 hours in. It didn't seem like it. Missed again. 3-1.
We'll probably broadcast the game Monday maybe, right?
Yeah, if we can find one. When I looked through the Max Prep schedules, I didn't see many teams that play on Monday.
Yeah, we'll see what we can do.
Outside, walks him. That's an interesting choice, too, in my opinion. You get 3-1, and then you go with a way outside pitch trying to get him to chase one. So now you got to have a man on first, no outs here in the bottom of the 5th. South Fork already leading 4-1. Looks like the coach for South Fork wants to let the umpire know about a change.
Maybe going to have someone run for him.
I'm going to leave it on the wide screen in case South Fork decides to steal second.
Possibly be at the Sebastian game on Monday.
Who are they playing?
They're playing South Fork again, so that's really the only thing I see going on Monday, so we could possibly be out there live streaming that one.
Yeah, we haven't been up to Sebastian yet.
Now pitch running for the Bulldogs, number 28, Elijah Quintero.
Be a good matchup. It's going to bring Caden Jones up to bat. 1 for 2 on the day.
Port St. Lucie looking for a ground ball to turn 2. Third baseman's up a little bit in case of a bunt. Hits the outside corner for a strike. Again, pay attention. Stay with us here at the end for the throw over to first.
Throw over. Good scoop over there.
Yep. At the end of the game, we will pick the Marco's Pizza Player of the Game. They receive a free pizza from Marco's Pizza as well as a Premier Exposure Sports hat. I'd like to highlight the Player of the Game. Makes it a little bit more fun for the players. Don't really get to get interviewed much in real life.
Another pick.
Yep. Gets back there. He's holding the ball. When we did the Vero Jensen game, we had 2 players of the game from Vero, and they thought their coach was kidding when the coach said, no, you got to go over there and get interviewed. Throw over again.
It's good, too, with interview skills and being in that situation. It's good for these boys.
Yeah, and it also helped them when they got to start meeting face-to-face with coaches and stuff. Some of these boys can be shy in those situations. And you got to speak up for yourself. Takes it off. Here's the throw.
76-mile-an-hour fastball. Delivers down to second base. And
looks like he's safe.
Safe at second.
Looks like the throw might have been there, just a little offline. So we got a 1-1 count, man on second with no outs here in the bottom of the 5th. South Fork holding on to a 4-1 lead. They scored 2 in the first, 2 in the second. Haven't scored since, but a good opportunity here in the bottom of the 5th to put more runs on the board. Port St. Lucie got their 1 run in the 3rd inning. They've had some other opportunities. I'm sorry, in the 4th inning, but they had some other opportunities, just didn't capitalize.
Good breaking ball right there.
Sitting back here watching from behind the dish like we are, I have to say I've noticed the Port St. Lucie catcher making some good stops, hustling after the ball. The only thing is the not running down the first.
Yeah, earlier we talked about, but yeah, he's overall, defensively he's been really solid back there.
Yeah, absolutely. Fouled off to the right side. Still 1-2.
Caden's a sophomore.
So one of the reasons why we're doing this live stream, Ron and myself, Carl, is that we wanted to put Treasure Coast on the map for baseball. We kind of get forgotten between Palm Beach and Melbourne, and some great baseball here. So we wanted to live stream, give exposure to these players. So we hope you're enjoying the broadcasts that we do.
That's a good stroke right there down the first baseline over the first baseman's head.
Definitely going to score
in the corner,
a run.
Going to score at least the one run. He's going to be standing up at second base. Actually sliding into second base, but could have stood up.
That's just a good piece of hitting. Just went with the pitch, took it down the line.
Yeah, having an approach, knowing he's off speed, staying back on the pitch.
Especially with 2 strikes on him.
Yeah, you know, Carl, I mean, the thing in the past is I was working for some different recruiting companies, and, you know, went to lunch with an ex-major league player. I won't say the name, but we got to talking about professionals in this area, and, you know, what really brought my attention to it was this area, when we really talked about this area. So just thought, you know, I'm doing all the stuff for kids on the, you know, outside of this area. It'd be a, you know, real nice thing to do for us to come in here and really focus on the Treasure Coast to start this thing off.
Yeah, absolutely. There is some good ball players here on the Treasure Coast, as we saw. I mean, last year was an exceptional year, I think, for the amount of players that
I mean,
went
the
off to play college.
the 2021 class last year was loaded. You know, there's kids all over the place playing college ball right now at all different levels.
1-1. Obviously, the most noteworthy is obviously Jay Allen, who's drafted out of high school to go to the Cincinnati Reds. I mean, that's amazing to me.
Yeah, yep. I had Jay Allen for a lot of years, and, you know, it's I remember when Jay Allen couldn't catch a fly ball in the outfield. There's a great story. I'll share it here with you guys. Jay was playing for me. He must have been, I think it was when we were at 10U. He played all the way up to about 15 with me, but 15, 16. But he was about 10 years old, and he was actually on our second team. We had 2 teams at the time. We didn't, you know, you don't call it A and B team at that time. You call it the black and the red team. I can't remember where the blue team. And the black team had black pants, and that meant you were, the ball's outside. That meant that you had arrived in our organization if you got to wear those black pants. So Jay, we brought Jay up to the A team. We were playing a tournament, and Jay hit a triple, and at that time he had his first time wearing the black uniform and stuff, and he got over to third base, and I looked at Jay. I said, "How you like those pants?" He said, "Coach, I love those pants, man. I love it." And from that point on, I mean,
out number 1.
He's just a grinder. He's a great individual. I've got a lot of stories about Jay Allen, but he's just a great person. Family's good. He's got a lot of people over the years that really wanted to see him succeed, and he had people in his corner, and just super proud of him and where he's at and how he contributes to the community, and, you know, just all around, he's an awesome dude.
Spin move, nobody there. Well, one of the things, not just Jay, but other players that have played for you and that have played for me, when we did the camp earlier in the year, right after COVID stuff lifted, and we had these young kids out there, and to watch all these college committed players come out and donate their time just to work with these young kids.
Yeah, and they're excited to do it again. They talk about it to me about doing it next year. I mean, we had some top dudes out there. I mean, we had Chandler March, like I had mentioned earlier, University of Georgia. He's going to be a superstar. He's going to get drafted, no doubt in my mind. You had Jacoby Long, center fielder for University of Miami. He's going to get drafted. Max Martzoff, you know, down the road probably will end up getting drafted, playing for FAU. We had a lot of dudes out there, guys from Florida State, Miami, Georgia, all guys that have at one time or another been a part of what we do. And so it's just nice to see them come out and give back to the community, and it's only going to get bigger. And, you know, that'll be when the boys are back in town right before they go back to college in the fall. We do that. So be looking for that down the road. That ball's hit hard right at him. Center fielder makes the play.
And prior to that, it looks like the Port St. Lucie coach had a question that he was asking the umpire. I'm not really sure what he was questioning, but that's what the delay was there while Ron was talking.
Number 24.
We have 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th in a 5-1 ball game. South Fork got their 5th run in this inning. So we do have a man on second with 2 out. Yeah, that was a lot of fun for me because, A, I didn't have to do much, just sit there and no supervise, but to watch how much the college-age kids, sometimes they're still kids,
Yeah.
and they enjoyed working with the youngsters, and that was just a lot of fun. Especially when it was early in the morning, too. It wasn't, for them it's early,
Yeah, and the younger guys getting autographs and, just the whole thing. I mean, actually, there was even some parents out there getting autographs, but it was just, they love it, man. They love what they do. My thing coming through with all these boys is, hey, you've had a lot of people give, for you to be in this position, when you have opportunities, just give back, man. This is a great game. Give back.
Dropped another one in there for strike 2. 0-2, 2 outs. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to doing it again.
Yeah, you had Cameron Smith, who will be at Florida State. I'm trying to think of all the guys that were there. You had Danny Martinez wasn't there. You had
Braden Calise.
Yeah, Braden Calise, Louisville. He's over there.
Your
Louisville.
son that's at Holy Cross.
Holy Cross.
My son plays at NAIA at Bryan College. You had some. So
Chris,
you basically had all levels,
Christian,
right?
Yeah, Christian Walzak from King, Division II player.
2-2.
We had 18 college guys out at that camp.
Did we have anybody that played for JUCO?
Yeah, we had Julian Jennings is up in Maryland playing JUCO ball.
So we basically, I think, had every level represented there.
Yeah, yep. Every
just to show
division.
that there's baseball at every level, and
that ball is going to be a hit. That may score a run. Looks like that's probably going to score a run. That's an hour. He's going to second. He's going to be safe in there.
Safe in there, yep. So it's going to be another run, just a line drive up the middle and make it 6-1.
Run comes across, that makes it 6-1.
One thing I think a lot of people, when they think about playing college baseball, they think about the big names, University of Miami, University of Florida, LSU, Louisville, but there's so many schools out there that they can play at. And if you're a good player, you should be able to find a spot that will fit you academically, which is the most important, but also fits you your skill level. And honestly, baseball, if you got to play baseball in order to play.
I mean, every individual is looking for, different things. And the other thing is every player develops differently. I mean, some guys get big and strong early. Some take a little bit more time to develop. Really it's working on your skill set and trying to develop your body. But like you said, I mean, you really need to find the right fit where you're loved and wanted. And so many of these guys are chasing these schools where they're maybe even talking to them on the phone, and the coaches are talking about, well, we're not sure, basically, we like you. In a lot of ways they say that. And, these guys just have the dream of wearing that jersey, and many times that don't work out for them. And if you find the place that's the right fit, you will be happy and you will enjoy your experience at that college.
So that's the end of 5. It's a 6-1.
And lead at 6-1.
So just really make sure it's the right fit.
Oh, Marco's Pepperoni Magnifico. Classic and Old World pepperoni on one pizza, and a large is just $9.99 when ordered online? The phrase slice of heaven comes to mind. Marco's. Pizza lovers, get it.
And we're back here for the top of the 6th, where currently South Fork is leading Port St. Lucie 6-1. Scored 2 in the first, 2 in the second, and 2 last inning. Port St. Lucie scored their 1 run in the 4th inning. Darren Lanning's going to be the batter now for Port St. Lucie, where they're looking to get something going here.
first baseman. Lanning's grounded out the first baseman and walked.
Is a strike. You know, one thing that, to piggyback off what we finished the last thing was all the different levels. I think there's a popular misconception that, you know, you get to your senior year, you haven't chosen a school, you don't show much interest. Hey, I'm just going to go walk on, or I'll just go play JUCO. And I don't think players fully understand that there's no such. I mean, it may happen in rare instances, but you're not just going to walk on to any university, and there's no such thing as I'm just going to go play JUCO. They recruit just as aggressively as every other level. That's going to be popped up. The first baseman.
Dwayne John gets under it, makes the play.
Yep. For out number 1.
Yeah, that's a good point, Carl. Is that, you know, guys that say they're just going to do something, they're not choosing where they're going to go. It's college coaches that are going to make those decisions. And you know, you may be a senior, and there's still some opportunity even at this point for seniors, but you really need to be expanding those, you know, places that you may want to play and whatnot. But there still are some coaches reaching out asking for players.
Shortstop,
you just got to be willing.
Slow roller.
Good play right there.
He's safe. Yeah, I thought he was safe. Absolutely.
Yeah, he did. That's good hustle down the line.
So we got 1 out and a man on first now. We'll leave it at widescreen, see if they try to make some movement on the bases, get some runs back.
Now batting number 10, Connor Cantillo.
Connor Cantillo is going to be the batter for Port St. Lucie. Who was that? Who was that just made that hit?
That was Kamani.
Oh, it was Kamani, right? Okay.
Infield hit.
It's been the pitcher at the end of this game so far for PSL.
The other thing is there's a lot of schools out there, and many of these kids have no idea as to what these schools and other areas have to offer, and don't do the research they need to do to look into it. I mean, there's beautiful campuses, no matter what the division is, with facilities that are just out of this world.
Well,
you just got to go out there and look.
On that point, Ron, I'll tell you a story. So when we were going through the process, you know, my son early on had that belief of, D1, you know, and I didn't think that was going to be a possibility. But once we started looking and we saw some D2, D3, and NAIA campuses, he saw the fields, he was like, wow, this is not what I expected. I think they have this improper image that these schools are all run down, and that's a strike, 2-1. They're run down, but no, there are quality programs at some of these NIA, D3, D2 schools.
Oh, some of the stadiums. I mean, it's the alumni foundations and the donors, and you know, it doesn't have to be a Division I. I mean, there's money out there at all these, you know, at many of these schools. I mean, there's some Division I's you go to, and you're thinking because it's a Division I that you're going to have this awesome facility
Takes
and
off,
whatnot.
Swing and a miss.
It's behind him. Good save over there by Caps.
So it's going to be 2-2 count.
But yeah, I mean, it's you know, with that being said. You know, go on some visits. You know, go on some unofficial. Plan for that. Save for these visits. That's where you're going to be for 4 years. So, you know, just really do research and make sure you go on visit. And the other thing is, many of these guys that have, or they think they want to go to a certain school, when they go on other visits, they don't even end up going to the school that they originally thought they wanted to go to. That's going to be a strikeout right there.
It's going to be out.
Good pitch.
Yeah, you really got to go if you get hurt or for whatever any other reason that you want to still go to that school when you're done. The other thing is too, some academically, coach from South Fork's going to talk to his pitcher. Looks like he might be near his pitch count.
Yeah, I think he's going to switch this up here. He's going to get a new pitcher here.
But I think what some of these kids don't understand too is maybe academically a small school is the better deal for them. You know, sometimes kids thrive in small school environments, you know, with smaller classes versus University of Florida when you're in an auditorium with 300 kids and you're not getting some one-on-one personal time. So you got to look at all of that. Academics is a big part of it. And speaking of academics, if you're not doing well, you want to help your parents out, you want to play baseball, you want to give a coach a better option, have good grades.
Yeah, and it's going to bring more money also. So those grades, the more you have, you're going to grab more money for baseball.
Yep. Especially if you go like D3 where they don't offer athletic scholarships. They do have the option to give money for academics and for merit scholarships, but you want to, the better your grades are, the more opportunities. If it's between you and another guy and you have better grades, coach might choose you because he can use less athletic money and give you more academic money.
Yeah, and it's going to expand more schools that have higher entrance requirements to get into those schools. I mean, you're not going to go play at a Yale with a 3.0 GPA.
And an 800 SAT
right,
score.
It's just not going to happen. I mean, you got to fit their guy for academics and for being able to play. So do the best you can in school, get in the gym, make sure you're building your body. Be a good person, make sure your social media is clean, don't have crap all on your social media, because that's the first place coaches are going to look when they start looking at you. And if you got questions on this stuff, just reach out.
Absolutely. And, in that gym, you may brought up the gym. If you're a freshman and a sophomore and you're on the smaller side, you should be in the gym. Obviously, you're in season now, so maybe not so much. But in your off season, work on getting bigger and stronger. The quicker you can get there, the more opportunities you may have.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I come out here, I see these kids, I see them the following year and they're the same size. It's disappointing. And I'm sure to the coaches that have, first saw a guy and come out the next summer, it's a huge disappointment. You want to see growth in a player, and that's physically and playing ability.
Yeah, the other thing is to go watch a college game. Doesn't matter what level. Actually, you should probably try to watch every level, and look at the size of the players that are playing in college. So you want to get it as big and strong as you can, as quick as you can. Obviously, the right way. You don't want to hurt yourself. But so we have a man on second here in the top of the sixth with 2 outs, swing and a miss, strike one. South Fork just brought in a new pitcher.
That's John Roberts.
It's Kamani right over there on second. Port St. Lucie looking to get a run here with 2 outs. Got the right side pretty open. If he can put one in the opposite field. He's taking off for third. Throws in the dirt. He's safe at third. So he's giving them the best opportunity they can to try to score a run here. Down 6-1. Got an 0-2 count. As a hitter, you just need to put it in play here. Nope.
Good fastball right there. 81-mile-an-hour fastball up high.
That does it for the Jaguars in the top of the sixth.
So we're
right by him.
Through 5.5. It's 6-1.
Bulldogs fans, show your Bulldogs pride by purchasing South Fork Bulldogs.
Hi, I'm Mike Higgins. I'm a husband, a father, a man of faith, a Vero Beach native, and a realtor with Dale Sorensen Real Estate. I'm passionate about the area. I love taking walks at Riverside Park. I love playing baseball at the Little League field with my kids. I love what this town has to offer, and I love offering that to other families. I would love to help you buy or sell a home in Indian River County. My name is Mike Higgins. I work with Dale Sorensen Real Estate. My number is 772-532-8148.
Bottom of the sixth inning. Kamani Wright still on the mound for Port St. Lucie. South Fork has a 6-1 lead. And Dwayne DJ Johns is the batter for South Fork.
Three at this point. Good spot right there. Starts him off with a fastball that time.
I was just going to say, right, you generally throw an off speed and then he starts them off there with the fastball. Ooh, fake bunt. Basically right at him, made him jump out of the way for 1-1. Third baseman is playing pretty good. Goes first. took a bad hop and threw it away.
Did something about Ty, kind of had to jump up for it. Tough play right there.
No outs. Southwest trying to get the one on first.
Gonna bring up Emery Pat. 2 for 3 with the double and single.
So if you're follow softball, April 14th, coachsports.com and click on the live button, and we'll be doing a softball game. We are looking for sponsors for our softball game. We do appreciate all of our sponsors for baseball. Now we'd like to do the same. Drops it in there for a strike. The same for our softball. We want to help these girls get recruited so they can play and follow and continue to play softball in college. Not much of a lead over there at first base.
Nope. That was a
Fouled
fastball
off.
right there, 75 mile an hour.
0-2.
Come on, he's been fastball 75 to 77. But he's really had good off-speed stuff and keeping South Fork off balance. The other thing is the All-Star game coming up. That's going to be a lot of fun, seeing the top players in the area compete.
Yep. And what we're hoping to do is maybe even the following year, if we maybe do it with an all-star team from another location.
Yeah, we're looking to do Palm Beach next year to tie into this, so we have a North and a South all-star game.
Kind of create a little rivalry between put Treasure Coast on the map where they belong with the quality of ball players we do have here. Swing and a miss for out number 1.
One down.
The man on first base not taking much of a lead, so I don't think he's going to steal.
Number 4, Connor Wiggins.
Connor Wiggins 1 for 3 this game. The other thing is, too, with that All-Star game, it should get quite a bit of exposure with college coaches at that time. That's a good swing right there. That's going to fall right through the 3-4 hole.
They try to send him a third. Nope, they're going to hold him.
He kind of hesitated on that. Thought the second baseman might have been there. So
just reached out, put it in play, and hit it over to the second baseman's over second base and got a single out of it. So now we have first and second with one out here in the bottom of the 6th. So
it's going to bring up Perez.
Batter up.
1 for 3.
13, Steve
I'm sorry, 1 for 2 with a walk. 1 for 2 with a walk. Looking forward to watching Holy Cross play Army this weekend. At Army, they're playing at West Point. So
didn't they just beat Harvard, right? I think
they beat Harvard. Harvard's got a good ball club this year. But
imagine that you get to play baseball and you get a Harvard degree.
Yeah, that's pretty special. That was one thing Luke was, with Harvard. That's one that wasn't recruiting him, but it was pretty fun because he was being recruited by several of the Ivy League, but ended up, choosing Holy Cross, which is Patriot League. But high academics also, just great school. And that was our whole approach from the very beginning for Luke was no matter what, it was going to be the highest academic school he could attend because the academics were going to be the most important for his future.
He didn't want I know he was being recruited by West Point.
Yeah, I know he was. Army was recruiting him, and he was, he was close. I know everything was close. And
3-1.
But no, he didn't want to serve those 4 years after, 5 years after the 4-year academy.
Yeah.
So, but a fantastic education at Army too, and those that have the opportunity to go, that's their fit. That'll set them up for the rest of their lives.
Possibly score another run. They're going to send Johns.
He's going. They're throwing him.
No, he stops. They held him up.
He fell down, but
honestly, it's a good thing they did because if he would have went, he would have been nailed.
Yeah, that was a great throw from the outfield, coming up, throwing hard.
Got it in quickly. So now we're going to have bases loaded with one out here in the bottom of the 6th. South Fork already leading 6-1.
Looking to bring up Caden Jones. He's already 2 for 3 tonight. Looking to really break this open if he can get a hit here and put a couple more runs up.
Caden Jones.
Infield playing normal depth. I guess they're going to play for double play.
Yep.
High, ball 1. Overall, this is definitely the quietest game as far as the stands go.
It probably has been the quietest game that we've done.
Especially with no wind, so we don't hear that rumbling in our microphones. That's
Ball's
fouled off to the right
off.
side. Strike 1, 1-1.
You know, the difference, there is a difference, too, as far as, you know, when it comes to those high academic things. Those guys are on the bus doing their homework. Those guys are, you know, the Ivy League, the Patriot League. It's a grind. It's truly academics first and then baseball. So
high, ball 2, 2-1. Well, so where Cole goes to school, what they do is they film every class. They record every class because they have a huge amount of athletes at Bryan College. And so when the athletes are out, no matter what the sport, they can come back and they can watch the instruction that they missed, which I thought was great when we went there as parents and heard that. We're like, all right, so they're technically not going to miss. There's a strike, 2-2. So
I just know it's a grind.
Oh, I can only imagine.
The Ivy League and then the Patriot League is a true academic grind.
That's the other thing I think a lot of players, you know, in high school, you got it during the season, whatever, but it's a full-time job when you're playing college baseball. You got the gym, you got school, you got practice.
Yeah, and if you think you're going in as a dual player, you're going to have your your field practice with the team. And, you know, that could be a 3-hour practice. Then you're going to have to go to pitching practice after that and throw your bullpens, which is going to be at least an hour and a half to 2 hours. Then you're going to have lifts. So, you know, especially in the off season. I mean, you're still going to lift in the regular season, but you're lifting 4 to 5 days a week on top of your practices, on top of your classroom sessions of baseball.
And you got to find time to eat.
And school. Yeah, and you got to get that protein in, man. You got to eat. So. But what is nice is, you know,
7-1 now.
As an athlete, everything is pretty much set out for you, and they make sure that you get things done. So
yeah, I know at Coast School they provide extra credits at what they call the grill, because sometimes the cafeteria isn't open when they're done with practice, so they give them extra opportunities to buy food, because that's the biggest thing is being able to, if you're working out all the time and you're running a lot, you got to make sure you're eating your right nutrients and keeping that protein. Looks like the coach is going to be out there talking from Port St. Lucie, checking on his pitcher. He's been in, I think this is came in the 4th. This is his 3rd inning pitching. By the way, that music in the background, we do not own the rights to it, so YouTube don't ding us for that.
Yeah.
And looks like South Fork might be making some sort of a change too. He's talking to the umpire.
Yeah.
So Kamani Wright's going to stay on the mound. So we have bases loaded here. The bottom of the 6th, 1 out.
Number 11's
Attention, please,
up.
ladies and gentlemen. Now pinch running for the Bulldogs. Number 12, Casey Orr.
Casey Orr comes into pinch
Bulldogs
run.
batter, number 11, Matt Martinez.
Matt Martinez is the batter. Just missed. That looked like a good pitch. 1-0. Maybe just a bit outside.
Martinez is hitting for Grant Jones, I believe. Pinch hit. Or they may have subbed him in. Swing and a miss, swung over the top of that one.
1-1. And we'd like to say a thank you to the high school coaches that have worked with us this season, being very open to us being out here broadcasting games. Some of the the St. Lucie County, that's in there for a strike, 1 and 2. St. Lucie County games, we haven't been able to do their home games only because their games are at 4 and 4:30.
Sometimes 3, I think, yeah.
Yeah, and unfortunately, we are not making a living at this, so we can't get there. So we try to get to every team we can, swing and a miss for out number 2.
We're trying to get to at least 2 games for everybody for this season to get them on video and live stream.
Well, some people have asked, well, you do a lot of Jensen games, or you're at, and the reason why is because they have lights, so they play later, and we get the opportunity to get there and make those games. We've been to John Carroll and Lincoln Park over there at Lawnwood because they have lights, but the St. Lucie County schools don't have lights. So if you're on the Board of Education in St. Lucie County, how about giving those players some lights over there on those fields?
Yeah, the other thing is we're running into
Foul
a problem tonight, and that's why this isn't live stream, is we just don't get good internet service. And in order for us to do this the right way, we need, a higher end internet service. And but yeah, it'd be nice if there was hardwired internet service at the score boxes.
Yeah, that would be fantastic.
We would be able to really run some special stuff. But we do the best we can with what we got, and we're, trying to make a difference out here.
Or if you happen to have one of Elon Musk's Starlink internets that you use when you go camping and you want to donate it to us for while we use during the season, we'll accept it.
Absolutely. That would really help out this whole process.
I've actually put my name on the list, but I guess there's a waiting list to get that Starlink internet because we're trying to do this as high quality as we can, and we're working through it. When now we got 2 camera angles, we
can have up to 4, so and replay. We're working on replay and everything, and it's coming along, so we're working hard, guys.
Outside, 2 and 1.
And I know a lot of you guys that are playing and that are on these live streams, you're going back in and watching them and recording them and getting your at-bats, your defensive plays from these games. That's the right thing to do. Get them to the coaches using what we provide for you. The ball's going to get by him. That's going to score a run.
It's going to be 8-1. And it's going to be 2nd and 3rd now. It's going to be a wild pitch.
Makes it 8-1.
One thing I figured out playing around with the platform the last couple of days is I think we're going to be able to multi-stream when we have an internet connection to both the Facebook page as well as to the YouTube channel. Hopefully that'll garner more views for us. This way some people who can watch it right on Facebook.
Yeah. Well, you should be able to pull up the YouTube anywhere on your phone. I mean, I watch it on my TV at home, which is nice, even after these games.
Up the middle. Shortstop comes across.
Ball's going to be thrown
great
a little
stop
bit high.
by the first baseman. Make sure it doesn't get away. So we're going to be 9-1. Going to have 1st and 3rd here. I'm going to guess with a 9-1 lead that maybe South Fork isn't going to steal any more bases. So we'll keep it in tight. Yeah, but I was just thinking if we do Facebook too, it just gives more opportunity, because I know you have quite a following already on Facebook, so that would help out. Get even more exposure, and then we don't have to do anything different. It's just a click of a button.
Look, yeah, the thing is these coaches that I talk with, they'll go back and watch these games. Of course, they're playing their season right now. Most of them are in conference play. Well, actually, all of them, I believe, are in conference play. But they go back and watch these and take notes on a couple guys that, that we've actually pointed out. And the other thing is with the platform, these guys that are on the platform, they're amazed at how easy it is to navigate and to see all they need to see for these guys in one spot. Had one of our players, is Ryan Brown from Vero Beach, catcher from Vero Beach, who's got offers. He hasn't decided where he's going to go yet. But he had mentioned to me the other day on a Zoom call that one of the coaches that was recruiting him was telling him how much he loved the platform and that it was just so easy to see everything in one place. And, it was, Ryan made sure he told me about that coach. And, that's what it's about, man. Making sure we can provide whatever we can for these young men to chase
I know
a
one
dream.
of the things college coaches are going to be looking for is they want to see you in a game setting where it's not, just take 10 pitches and hit. They want to see how you handle a strikeout. They're going to see how you want to handle when you're getting hit as a pitcher. And so these give people the opportunity to swing and a miss for strike 2.
Yeah, there's nothing like game action. I mean, you can try to show some things, but at the end of the day, man, these metrics and stuff, I got a 92 pull down. I'm running a 6.7 60. All that stuff is great. But at the end of the day, you got to play, man. And those that are looking to get recruited, or if they are using recruiting agencies and whatnot, recruiting agencies, which I don't really consider us that, and I've worked for them in the past. You don't place guys. Guys got to be wanted, and the coach makes those determinations. So a lot of people will claim to place a kid. They're not placing nobody. If that's that coach's job on the line, and you better be a dude. if you're going to go to a program. And with that being said, every single level from JUCO all the way up to Division I, if you're playing at the collegiate level, you're a dude. So don't forget that.
Yeah, and the other thing too is when whether you're using our platform and that's going to be foul.
That's going to stay in if he can get to it. He's running hard.
Good try. But if you're putting your stats up there, you're putting up your 60 times, or you're putting up, if you're a pitcher and you're saying you're throwing mid to upper 80s, and you're not, that's going to look bad on you. So just try to be as accurate as you can.
Yep.
That's a big thing, and especially if they're watching from here. We do have a radar gun, and Ron does a great job of trying to give you an idea of where pitchers are sitting, and if we're reporting you're doing 82 and you're telling everybody you're doing 89, that's not gonna look good.
If you spike one in the dirt and it registers on the gun as 93, throw me another 93 that's not spiked, and get a couple in there, and then put 93 up there if you're topping 93. If you're topping 80, then put 80, because the thing about it is this will enable you to get to the right fit to where you're going to be able to get on that mound, you're going to be able to perform, and you're going to be of value to that college and that program.
That's right. Or if you're telling a coach you're throwing in the 90s, he comes out to see you and you're only throwing 80.
Well, the key with that is college is a network, and these coaches, these volunteer assistants, these coaches that are assistant coaches, they're looking to move up in the ranks. So there's a lot of coaches moving from school to school every couple years, every year, and they're all buddies. They all know each other. They've probably even coached together at one time. So the key is that if that guy sees you and he says, this guy had me come out and he says he's throwing 94, and I get there and he's throwing 84, you're probably going to not only affect the coach that came to see you, you're going to lose some credibility to a lot of coaches in the baseball world. So
punch to the
just
right
be
side
smart.
for a base hit.
Great piece of hitting right there.
Another run for Southbrook, 10-1. Yeah.
So just do the right thing. That's all, and be honest. Yeah, just be honest with everything you do. That's the same thing with when you, I get kids that reach out to me that are in our program and say, "Hey, this coach said this or this. How should I reply?" It's simple, man. Just be honest. Just be honest.
But they're not expecting you to be at your full potential coming out of high school. They want to see, are you projectable? So, are you throwing 83, 84, but you're hitting your spots and you got some off speed? Yeah, you're going to be a much more recruitable pitcher than somebody that might be throwing 90 but is all over the place.
Well, and a lot of it is to do with projectability. I mean, what's your frame? How, are you fully, do they think you put more weight and muscle on you? So there's so many things that go into it. These guys, this is what they do for a profession. So, the thing is, if you try to trick somebody at that level, the trick's going to be on you.
Yep.
I mean, the whole thing with pull downs and stuff like that, I mean, that's great. You're building up. That shows that you're getting stronger. But pull down don't mean anything on the mound if you can't throw strikes and you're not a pitcher.
That's right. Fouled off to the left side.
All balls out of play.
2-1.
And the thing about high school baseball, too, is, you're going to face guys that are pitching like we see in the 70s, and you may run into a guy that does pump it up to 90. So over the course of a season, your average, they're going to look at your average over the course of a season. If you're playing,
That was interesting right there.
Yeah, I don't know, was that a planned?
I don't know, a double steal, and I'm not really sure. Maybe they thought it was full count?
Yeah, I'm not sure on that.
Yeah, I don't think Coach called that. I think somebody misread something. Here's ball 4, so now it'll be bases loaded. But usually, in general, when it's 10-1 in a game that's lopsided like this, you kind of don't want to.
I mean, Kamani Wright keeps looking over at the coaches. I see him looking over there, not sure. Trying to get him to finish.
The batter is number 5, D.
I don't believe anybody's over there warming up the throw.
This is DJ Johns, Dwayne Johns. He's got 3 hits today?
Yeah, 3 for 4 tonight. And that's going to be
hit number 4. Another run will score.
And that'll be it.
The Bulldogs run comes across. That makes it 11-1.
We'll be back with the player of the game.
And that's the end of tonight's baseball game. Look, the final score.
You hear me?
A little bit, yeah.
A little bit?
Yeah, I got
Want me
you.
to talk a little bit louder?
Yeah.
So Dwayne John.
Yeah.
Start off with a double.
Yes, sir.
Yep. End up going 4 for 5.
Yes, sir.
Is that correct?
That's correct.
We're pretty good, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, tell me about it, man.
Just looking for pitches to hit, man. Been thinking too much lately, just going up there swinging and catching barrels.
Yeah. Yeah, it looked like your approaches were good. Thing tonight is Veterans Day. I know you were out there earlier with your great-grandpa.
Yeah, my great-grandpa, yeah.
Which is nice tonight to perform for him on such a special night for the Veterans celebration. And, we're proud of you. What we have for you here tonight is we got a free pizza for you from Marco's Pizza.
Yes,
so
sir.
there's your free pizza.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. And then we got a Premier Exposure hat for you.
Thank you.
And
nice.
continue to do what you do, man.
All right.
Appreciate
thank you
it.
so
Great
much.
job tonight, buddy.
Thank you.
All right.
Thanks for joining us here at Premier Exposure Sports. South Fork versus Port St. Lucie. And we will be back on Monday where we will see South Fork visiting Sebastian River. So look for us live on Monday. Have a good night, everybody.